Yep.
Yep, good to go.
Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, we didn't let the countdown finish because we were already a little behind. We do not have Brad today, so it's gonna be me and our boy Jesse doing the stream. And it looks like we got our first stream AMD configurator. So we did release an AMD, Intel and AMD configurator, but the AMD one did just launch. And it looks like someone went ahead, did an AMD configurator build, and we are looking at that. So we are going with a MSI Pro B650A, B650M Wi-Fi. So it's an MATX board, and in there we are going to be putting the Ryzen 5 7600X. So still very good CPU for any sort of 1080p or 1440p gaming. Did not mean to drop that. Hey, what's going on, Skoden? How you doing today? Jesus, I'm clumsy. Oh, thank you so much, man. Yep, I've been a Dragon Ball guy since I was a fucking baby.
We lad.
We lad.
Child.
Oh, that's right. This one, I will need the, let me set that off to the side. Oh, it's probably in that one piece. Port is going to need the I/O shield. All right. And then as you can see, they're also going with the 7600. So it looks like this is just going to be a perfect, just perfect 1080p machine. 7600 is pretty, depending on what game you're playing, it's pretty comparable to a 4060. And the 7600 AMD has always, ever since the 3000 series, I mean, even the 2600 was really good. But really since the, yeah, I would say 2000, 3000 series, AMD's Ryzen 5 lineup has been pretty great for someone who doesn't want to break the bank and still get very good gaming performance. I mean, Jesse, you had that 2600 at last how long?
The 5 years, give or take.
That did have been longer.
Yeah, maybe around 7 before I fully switched everything out of my build, but yeah.
What color will the frame and lights be? It is a blackout build, but the fans are addressable RGB, so you'll be able to change the color of the fans through the, since it's MSI, through Mystic Light. You will be able to change the color of the fans. What are the specs today? All right, so specs are Ryzen 5 7600. CPU, 6 cores, 12 threads, boosting at, was it 5.4 or 5.7? 5.4, 5.3 gigahertz boost clock. So still 6 cores boosting over 5 gigahertz. Great. MSI B650M Pro Wi-Fi board. RAM, let's see what they chose. RAM, we are going with 32 gigs at 6,000. Which is great. I mean, even for a budget build, AMD has always been RAM hungry. So even if you are doing a budget build, spending a little bit extra for 6,000 speed RAM is always good for AMD. SSD is 1 or 2 terabytes? 2 terabytes NV2. Then graphics card is the AMD RX 7600. So like I was saying, Skoden, just very good all-around 1080p machine. Yeah, very solid build. We were talking about it earlier today. I mean, nothing's better or worse. It's just what your use case is. But we were talking to TJ about this earlier. the other day. Every single one of his employees, all of us, are all AMD builds when it comes to CPUs. And I honestly found that wild.
Yeah, we're all part of the
But-
AMD fanboy train.
I mean, if you're just looking at a gaming machine, and that's what you want to do is just game, price performance, they're doing really good.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the best bang for your buck. June Duck in Twitch. Do we have any pets? I don't personally, but pass that on to Nick.
Yeah, I have a Black Lab Foxhound mix. His name is Luffy. He's going to be 5 this summer. And then I have a cat named Blossom, who will be fucking Jesus, like 15 or 16 or something.
Yeah, dude.
Blossom's old, but she still looks like a kitten, dude. She doesn't look old. She
Right.
just looks like a kitten still.
Like every time I'm over at your house, I see that cat like once in a blue moon.
Just roaming.
Yeah.
And then up until 2 years ago, I had a Chinese water dragon as well, named Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, you're not gonna put Poppy into the.
No, Poppy's not my dog.
Yeah, true. Still, I mean, it lives in the house.
Yeah. No, Luffy's my boy. Hey, what's up, Dan? How you doing today, man? And cooling this thing is obviously the Thermalright Assassin 120. Thermalright, if you guys have been on YouTube or anything recently with tech videos, Thermalright has just been killing it when it comes to bang for the buck coolers on their performance. So anyone looking in the air cooling and you're just starting off, Thermalright, perfect, like again, price performance, they are perfect starting cooler to go with. And even on the high end, like their Peerless Assassins and stuff are even like, dude, for the price difference, they're pretty competitive with even like a Noctua, Be Quiet, anything like that. I have 2 German Shepherd Akita mix, 1 mutt, a Shih Tzu, and a French Bulldog. We used to have a Shih Tzu when I was a kid. My mom loves the scruffy dogs. And one of my buddies has a French Bulldog, and they are adorable. My cousin actually has a little French Bulldog now, too. Wait, why did I even take this backplate off? It's an AMD build. I'm not going to need that. Don't forget your cat, Dr. Doolittle. How are we doing this fine evening? We are doing good. Not too busy of a day today. Perfect 60, 65 degree weather, which is like my perfect comfort zone. Once it hits 70, I just start sweating.
Yeah.
For no reason. So like 60, 65 is my favorite.
Yeah, it's nice enough to have the doors open in the shop, so.
60, 65 with a breeze, but 55 around there, no breeze. Still happy. Ooh. But everyone at home, how are you guys all doing?
Oh, Doom Duck, you just had your birthday being your birthday just today? Today's your B-Day?
Oh, that we got new phones. And I heard it out there, and it sounded like a freaking fire alarm for a second. Like
Oh,
high
your
school
birthday
fire.
was on the 18th. Okay, dude.
Hey, dude, happy birthday!
Yeah, man, most definitely.
Yo, hair on here. All right, not too much paste, no spillage. There we go. I'm still nervous, even though I have a AM5 in my board. I'm always a little nervous of spillage just because the shape of the IHS. It's like it's not just like a perfect square or anything. It's got all these indents, so I'm always afraid there's gonna be like. It's hard to explain. I should have held the CPU up to camera before I did that. I'm always worried about getting thermal paste all over the edges on those little pieces that.
Oh, yeah, like how it's slotted out.
Yeah,
Like it's got all the
ridges.
ridges, yeah.
And only the corners on AM5 are glued down. So if you get anything in between, it can go under.
Right.
And that wouldn't break a CPU anyways. It's just OCD on
Mhm.
like cleanliness is what gets
Yeah.
in my way. What is my favorite game? Dude, give me. I'll try answering that by the end of stream. That's hard.
It's definitely a hard one for both of us.
Favorite game of all time, though, if I just had to wing it, I'm going to answer you at the end of the stream. But if I had to wing it right now, it'd be Red Dead 2. Red Dead Redemption 2, I thought was just a masterpiece. And you'd think I would say something nostalgic, Baldur's Gate 2, Diablo 2, Majora's Mask, but like when I played Red Dead 2, I thought that game was just perfect.
Kinsman96 on YouTube, he's curious. Is that used for cooling? What is that?
This this is the air cooler.
Yeah, it's the Assassin X120.
Yeah. So basically how an air cooler works is the CPU has an IHS, which is like the top part you see over, basically what you see on the CPU, the silver top. This hot plate, cold plate, whatever you want to take it, takes the heat, it goes up the copper heat pipes, which then gets spread across the fins, and then the fan blows on the fins and cools those down and sends the heat out the back. So that's how a tower cooler works with a CPU.
And then he was also curious of how cold it is going to be, or what would the temps be?
Temps, it really depends because it all depends on the use case. So if you're sitting there just gaming, I would say 7,600 on 4 pipes on a single tower. I would say gaming, you'll probably get 65, 70.
Yeah.
And that's on like an intensive game. That's like if you're playing something in like graphically intensive. And that's still fine. Basically, red zone is if you're going 85 over and you're like idling at that. So if you're sitting at like 88 degrees, 95 degrees, and you're idling there, that's not good. If you have a quick spike, like if you're at 70 and it spikes up to 80, then drops down, nothing to worry about that. There are spikes. But 65 to 75 in like a heavy game, those are healthy temps. And that's Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit.
Oh, Wolfie's here too. What's going on, Wolfie?
What up, dude? How did I get into making PCs? Mom, I've told this story a lot on stream, so I might give a little bit of a streamlined one. Mom was a teacher, so I always had consoles, but always had a good PC in the house for her schoolwork. So I played a lot of games on there. Fallout 2, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Diablo 2, Warcraft 2 and 3, StarCraft, some Robin Hood game. I can't remember the name of it. And so I just liked my computer. World of Warcraft came out, and that was like my first That was like the first time I completely ditched my consoles for a while, and then
Yeah.
then I played my 360 PS2. I played a shit ton of, blah blah blah. Played a lot of games a lot of the times. And then whenever I turned 16, I got my first job, and I just really wanted a computer, so I just saved up, built a computer, which was, I can't remember which generation i7 it was, but it was i7. It was still my old AMD card that I had for WoW. And because I just bought a card in my mom's computer. And then when the GTX 690 came out, that was my first new graphics card I put into my build. But yeah, that's how I got into building PCs. And then none of my friends had computers, so I just got into getting my friends' computers, building all theirs, getting that set up. And I just always had a lot of fun with it. I was a big fan of Legos as a kid. So this building something, it's kind of a zen moment, quiets the brain. And yeah, it's just fun. And then you finally, like, it's stressful. And no matter how stressful it is, once you turn it on, you get the boot, all the fans are spinning, RGB turns on, it's a good feeling.
Working. Yeah, exactly. Plays Left 4 Dead 2. In 1 frame a second, also be PC gaming.
Me plays Left 4 Dead 2. Also, my PC gaming is great. But yeah. Yeah, I just love building computers, and I will always build my own computer. But I don't think building your own PC is necessarily something everyone has to do, because one, it can be stressful. I've screamed at a few PCs, but also you can just pay to have someone like me who does love building PCs do it. Because like I really am one of those people that I don't think everyone needs to build their own computer. That's like telling a mechanic like everyone has to build their own car.
Right.
Like, dude, I don't want to work on my car. I'm not a mechanic. I just want to go buy a car and have it work. I think computers are the same way. You just want to buy one and have it work.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's a fun little hobby. Honestly.
But and then you have some people like me who do like working on them and will take care of it for you. The best part, though, I find about computers is like my favorite part about building computers and being around people who build computers is like, and if anyone here has built their own computer, you'll know it. It's like you save up money, you work, and you're like, dude, I'm gonna get myself like I guess at the time, but nowadays, I guess I'm gonna get like a 4080. I'm gonna get like an i7, i9, Ryzen 9, full liquid cooled or AIO, and I'm gonna put so much money. Then you're showing up to your friends, like, look at all these lights, and they're like, damn, dude, what do you play? League of Legends.
Yeah.
And dude, like, you look at some of those people that like they love having the coolest computer and they love building just the sickest thing, and then you hear like, yeah, I'm just playing like League or Counter-Strike.
Right.
I've done it too. I've been like, I upgrade my computer and then I'll be like, I'm gonna go home and play Overwatch, and it runs, and just like my old computer, it still runs at like 300 FPS.
Right.
And I sit there like, nice.
Ginsman96 on YouTube, he was curious, do you know how to program or write software?
Other than my old MySpace profile, no.
None of us are super like into coding, or like we don't do anything here like around that.
Yeah, usually when it comes to computers, you're either like one of two camps. You're either in the software camp or the hardware camp. And I am very much in the hardware camp.
Yeah, coding and software is like a whole different realm, like the technology space that we're in, you know? It would be cool to learn, you know, but it just takes a lot.
Dude, I don't think I could do it. I was thinking about it. Like, there was a point in high school where I was thinking about going in the code for like games, because you see some of the salary that those guys have, and it's nuts. They're the ones making like 80 to 100 a year at like as game designers.
Yeah, it's stuff like
But
that.
then you also see like the mental health levels, and they're the ones that are like the lowest. So they're making the most money, but they're the most depressed. And I can imagine like there's a bug in a game, and you sit there, you're making 100 a year, but you're just sitting there looking through lines of like the Matrix
I'd like to be
for
depressed.
12 hours a day, just trying to fix. So I thought about coding, but then once I realized what coding actually was, I turned that thing down real fast.
I'd like to be depressed for 100K a year. I was depressed for like 46K last year. I was depressed for like half of that. Not even.
Doomduck's curious if you can give a link to one of his friends for the current giveaway. Yeah, it should just be on our Twitch page, excuse me, under our about section, I believe. If Brad has it all set up correctly.
There we go.
There's a giveaway page on the website too.
Okay.
It's alexanderpt.com/video.
Perfect.
Money isn't everything for real, dude. Money's not everything. Money does take all of the little shit that makes you miserable and make it go away. In my experience. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been less moneyed as an adult than when I started this company. I don't make anywhere near the money here that I used to.
I made no money as a child. That's the happiest I ever was.
Yeah, exactly.
I just needed my handheld, what do you call it, Pokedex, and the plastic bottles of Kool-Aid, and I was happy.
Dude, those things are so good with like the twist off caps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we didn't get the Kool-Aid ones. There's a different brand we got where it was more of like an octagon lid with like the soul, like
The generic.
yeah,
I
but
know what you're talking
and it had like the planet on it, like the
Yeah.
Saturn looking
about.
planet.
I was poor when I was younger. Kids too early. I remember having to sell my baseball cards to pay for Erica's ice skating. I remember that. Those were some low points.
Right. I mean, we've all been there.
I remember selling my autographed Griffey Jr. rookie card to pay for figure skating. That hurt me bad. That hurt me really bad.
It's chunk out of the heart.
That's like a core memory to me. Selling my autographed Griffey Jr. rookie card.
Right.
PSA graded. PSA 10 autograph. Selling it to pay for figure skating.
Do you ever hold it over them?
Yeah.
You know what I've sacrificed?
There's no whatever.
I just pictured TJ saying there like Norman Osborn. You know how much I've sacrificed?
You know. They're just kids, man. They don't know.
Right.
Jeez, I'm trying to get
And you
this.
could tell them and they wouldn't understand anyway.
The concept of it
Like
all.
they, whatever. It was worth it.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was happy figure skating, and I liked watching her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever.
Gotta do what you can, you know.
Not gonna lie, I still occasionally look and see what that card would be worth if I still had it. That was the best part I had because it was autographed, PSA graded. I had a PSA 10 Wade Boggs that was autographed too. I had to sell. Yeah,
There we go.
dude.
Have to straighten that out. I don't, man. They really made that hard to get.
I don't have it anymore.
Still, you had it when you know.
I did have it. PSA graded Barry Larkin too, but it wasn't not a 10. It was like a 8.5.
Cable this.
Is it-
Give me 1 second.
I mean, don't you have to pay money to get that stuff?
Oh yeah, I used to have a membership at PSA.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's why it's better just to do everything in bulk. Like when you do comics and stuff like that,
Yeah,
you send them in bulk. And
I get my Pokemon cards graded now, like the good ones.
Jesus, dude, I remember when that one person.
But I used Dairy Queen Dave's PSA membership for that though.
Money.
It does. It does.
Skinsman96 on YouTube. Do we all own mices?
Mices.
Gaming
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
mouse? Gaming mice?
or do I own like
Mice?
the animal? Gaming mice, I have a lot of. Animal mouse, not so much. I mean, there might be some in the walls during the winter, maybe. I don't know.
I have one mouse. I have one mouse to rule them all.
Model O.
Model O minus.
There you go.
For my baby hands. That's the issue, man. I'm afraid my arthritis is gonna be bad when I'm old in my hands, though.
Why?
They've been smashed up too much. They got knuckles that go the wrong way and stuff.
I get you. Jeez.
Like, things that bend the wrong direction and everything.
Eat pumpkin every day, all day, kid. DJ.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin heals and restores cartilage.
Oh, really?
Does pumpkin pie count?
I don't think so. But yeah,
Pie.
one of my dogs had hip issues and arthritis, and the doctor said like mash up pumpkin because pumpkin's known to
I thought that's just
cure and restore.
And what you guys do this weekend?
Dude, nothing. Like,
Bro, I'm unreasonably excited for the launch of Manor Lords.
It looks so good.
I can't wait either.
I'm unreasonably excited about
Like,
that game.
just so I can have my own peasants and they just be like, oh, good day, sir. Like Baron von Nicholas Pants.
No, I
Baron
went,
von Dory Pants.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The family lives be wealthy, Baron von Dory Pants.
Yeah, I just can't with the flex, dude. That's all I'm gonna do in the game.
no, I just chilled, grilled some fucking great steak on Saturday, and then we also went and looked at a condo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are you and Christina thinking about getting your own place?
We're looking to save up, and then depending on this election, see if that determines if we can afford it or not. Because as it is right now, is 7% interest. That's really freaking tough.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like that can double your monthly payments.
Dude, like if we didn't buy our house when we did, we couldn't afford it now. There's
Dude,
no chance.
Right.
I-
What place do you have?
No chance. Our house we bought not at like the low point of but we moved to Cary from McHenry like 8 years ago when the market was like
Okay. Wait, where'd you live in McHenry?
we're behind Jewel and
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
down like not in McCollum Lake but by Pearson Park.
Yeah.
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 And we had the little McCollum Lake Beach was right there
Mhm.
by our house. We lived on North Flower.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I know where that's at.
So we lived in like 1,000 square foot 2-bedroom ranch that we like had 3 children in, and we were like, time to move.
Need more space. Skinsman96. Do sound cards have Dolby Atmos 7.2.4?
Dude, these sound cards on this board specifically, no idea. You'd actually have to buy. You'd probably have to buy a DAC amp that supports it.
Yeah.
That in the software, or headphones that come with a built-in. Like I know SteelSeries has like built-on mixers,
Yeah.
DAC amps, and they'll support it. But yeah, they're like if a specific like crystal sound or whatever, a lot of what Asus uses, most of the time they're not. Like they'll support Windows spatial audio, so a lot of that's just software.
Spatial audio is cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun to use on my SteelSeries headset.
Like actually, spatial audio sounds really good on AirPods.
Really?
Yeah. If you
Never used
if
it.
you listen to Apple Music,
Okay.
they have a category under Apple Music that's spatial audio. And it sounds different in your AirPods. Like if you know you got AirPods in or whatever. In that case, if you're walking, you fat ass, you got your pots in. Still not running.
Have I ever broken a bone? No. And like, you know what? As a kid, I probably should have.
Lucky.
I don't know if you guys know the road Broadway in Johnsburg. There's a road called Broadway that's known to be like 90 degrees. I took an office chair down that. Yeah. When I was like 8. Nothing happened. When I've fallen off the RV at campgrounds. I've tripped, I've fallen. I did a lot. I was rowdy as a kid. Never broke a bone.
How many bones are in your body?
300 something.
300
Yeah, I
something.
forgot what it was.
Yeah, 300 something.
A large amount. I've broken my left arm, my 4 fingers on my left hand. I've got 2 broken ribs from when I was younger. And I broke the front calf of my knee on my left leg.
So Jesse's just defective is what we're hearing.
Pretty much, man.
Jesse's an R-made product.
Yeah, but this is going to be playing waiting to happen.
And back surgery at like 27.
Hey.
So just don't mop the floors.
What it is?
Like
268 bones?
268 bones.
I don't know. Someone said that, but it was followed by a question mark, so it's unsure. I don't know where
That's
it's.
Siri.
Oh, I'm gonna need the electrical
How many
tape.
bones
I
are
don't
in
know
your
where it
body?
went.
right.
Siri doesn't have a body, so you should ask her how many bones in my body. 206 bones in the human body. Just check.
Just check 206. So it wasn't 300.
Yeah, it's insane. 206.
That's a lot.
Dude,
of
my
shit
mom-
that can go wrong.
My mom
Yeah,
broke
yeah.
like 3 or 4 bones within the last like 3 years. 3 or 4 years. Her hip, her shoulder, her arm, her hand.
That's what happens the older you get.
And she always waits like a day or two. She'll break her arm and be like, just a flesh wound. And then she'll go and lay down in bed, and like 2 days later, you're like, it still hurts. I'm like, yeah, let's go get it checked out. And they're like, yeah, dude, your arm exploded. And they're like, oh, well, shit. Can I sell wine?
No,
Wait. Are we still? Wait, hit it again.
I know it's genius.
We'll save this for a later
I
time,
know,
gentlemen.
right? Nick's gonna be a branding consultant.
Oh, did I ever tell you? I'll have to come back in. Wait, can you mute one more time? Sorry, guys. And you, so you
Sorry,
can,
we had to mute guys because we didn't want to get canceled. we didn't
no
wanna,
fun if you mute
yeah,
just for that drink.
we didn't want anybody. We didn't want
Oh, just for
anybody-
that drink, you have to redeem it, man. I'm not just gonna. Don't start this whole hydrate war on me now.
Right. See if we can redeem enough hydrates that Nick has to take a bio break before he finishes the film.
Jesus. Man, it gets toasty in here, dude. Go ahead and hit that for me. I don't know if there's water and ice in it.
Oh, do you need
That's
some-
better. No, it's good.
I can get some of the things out.
No, that's in the right spot.
Here, give me those. I'll put those in the freezer. I'll bring you some freshies.
Got room for 2 more?
Freshy.
Oh, you guys cut.
It's like being put on hold. No, we just had to talk about work stuff real fast. Absolutely. What were you talking about?
We will have an ad coming up in like 40.
No, there's some stuff that's not bad that we have to discuss, but like because we have other streamers who like depend on us, they use our channel as a lot of help. We don't want to risk making Twitch mad. So there's sometimes where it's like, oh, we're a little nervous, we'll mute.
Yeah, basically when I know I'm about to say something that I don't want somebody to clip and report me on and mute.
Yep. Yeah, it's like I forgot who did it, but there was like even the tiny things. I remember I forgot who was talking about Power Rangers, and they just clipped white power, and that was it. They just took off everything, clipped
See,
that,
there you go.
and passed it
I
around.
just clipped it, Nick. Way to go.
Yep, yeah, I just got clipped. No, so people do that. So yeah.
That's, dude, if I wanted to be like
You know.
beat on for shit that I said, taken out of context.
Jesus.
The only route you could go.
I hate how they do that. They take like a soundbite, and then they're like when Trump said bloodbath. Lost their minds.
Jesus. Kinsman96 on YouTube. Have you ever caught a computer on fire while using it?
No.
No, that would take an extreme amount to happen.
Also because we've never ordered the NZXT-H1 case here. Or the
H1 oven.
No, they fixed it. After Steve yelled at them for like 5 videos.
Right.
Yeah, that's all of my friends. If I say something, yeah, me too.
I feel like that's his friends in general.
That's what your friends are for.
Yeah.
We had electrical tape. I don't know where it went.
Would you recommend me to build a computer in the rain? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I absolutely would.
Speaking about rain, though, I would like to do a mineral oil build at some point.
That would be dope.
That'd be fun.
Children are here.
Uh-oh. You might want to shut our door.
Time for some child labor.
Oh my god, my desk is open. Hello, say what? Mineral what build? Mineral oil. So mineral oil is non-conductive. So you can like build a PC in like a fish tank, let's say. Let's just say you jerry-rigged a fish tank to hold a PC in it. You could fill that tank up with mineral oil and the PC would still work just fine. Because again, it's non-conductive, so it wouldn't short anything. Now it'd be really sticky and gross whenever you go to upgrade it and change parts, but it would work. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those videos where people like, you know, some people pretend to be dumb for like videos. So like if you ever see videos of people like, this is how you cool your computer and they're just pouring water over it, but the computer is still running. It's because they're just pouring mineral oil on it. Because it will still run.
I honestly did not even know you could do that.
You what? Did you just look up mineral oil?
No, I was dabbling around on my phone, but no, I had no.
Yeah, there's been a few people who have done it. You can always just look up mineral oil PC. Now, again, it might stop, like, it'll cool it, but when you go to change your parts, like upgrade, it is just going to be a slimy, sticky mess. So that would be what holds me back. All right, time for the graphics card. So again, we're going with the RX 7600. Perfect bang for the buck, 1080p gaming machine or gaming card. I mean, what they're like 250 to 3, depending on which model you want. 8 gigs of RAM. And it's something where if like you don't need ray tracing and stuff, because like I'm on the team where I don't really care about ray tracing. You know, if I'm blowing someone up in Cyberpunk and there's guts all over my screen, the fact that I can see my reflection in a puddle 20 feet away doesn't hit me. So if you're willing to save some money, cut off ray tracing, and just want nothing but raw FPS, AMD is doing a really good job with that. To the point where Jesse and I both switched to AMD cards in our personal build. But again, if you want the full ray trace performance, like ray tracing, turning on DLSS, NVIDIA is still the better option for that. So basically, one and done, no upgrades. No, you could upgrade a mineral oil PC. It would just be uncomfortable because, like, you know, some people are sensitive to it, some people aren't. But have you ever put like lotion on your hands or like oil? Have you, like when you cook, you know, when you have olive oil or something on your skin from cooking, it would just feel like that when you go to pick up your parts or upgrade it. So it would just feel uncomfortable. You could do it. I wouldn't want to deal with that. Yeah. I do like the XFX cards.
Yeah, man, they're sleek.
Mm-hmm. And also some big fans for 7600, man.
Yeah, be good cooling on it.
Ooh. Whoa, this is a different board. Normally for MATX, you use the top 2 lanes, where ATX, you use the second and third lane for your GPU. This is one of the few MATX boards where you actually are using 2 and 3 and not 1 and 2. So that threw me for a loop. Wait, Craich.
Yeah.
On the spec sheet, do we have cables?
No.
No. Would you mind running out and just grabbing any comb? Oh, we have combs there. Just black for right now.
Sure.
All right, build is almost done, guys. Just got to put the power supply in, cable it a bit more, and this will be good to go. Come on, stupid zip tie. Power supply, they went with a MSI Mag A650GL, so it's a 650 watt gold power supply. So since they're only using a 7600 and Ryzen 5 7600X, this power supply will be good for like a slight GPU or CPU upgrade in the future if they want it. We going to get a vote? Honestly, I don't know. We don't have Brad, and Brad is the one who knows how to set that up. So I might just have you guys in chat give us a consensus on whether it's gonna post or not, and we'll just kind of take it. Who's my favorite character from Dragon Ball? Ooh. I can give you my top two because they're really tied. First is they're tied. First is Gohan. Just because when I was like a tiny kid, that's who I grew up with. But mostly Gohan, I would say from like the Buu saga, like Frieza saga and Buu saga. Love Gohan. And then Bardock. Hands down, Bardock is an absolute gangster, and I wish they'd bring him back to some capacity. Just logged in. What are we voting on? Oh, like the will it post vote? Since Brad isn't here, I don't know how that he actually sets up the vote itself. So we might just have to have you guys in chat tell us what you think's gonna happen. Voting on banning Skoden. Oh man. That's a tough choice, Skoden. I might have to go with the ban, dude. I'm just saying. All right, Craich, you want to hand me the right to your right there, those things.
There's literally in front of you, in front of the PC. Yep.
Oh, nice.
And then the cables are in front of you as well.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh shit! Why did I throw it? What is a raid? I think a raid is when one channel sends all their chat to another channel. I am not a big streamer, so I am not the person to ask. If only we had Brad, guys. Brad is the one who knows all this stuff. Great, you know what raiding is?
In Twitch terms or in
Twitch. Yeah. Oh yeah, in video game terms.
In video games, I'm well aware. Yeah, in Twitch, no, you were correct. It's when another person that is streaming is going to end their stream, and practically they pass their party onto someone else that is streaming.
There we go. See, one thing I missed was hosting. I thought hosting was a great idea, and then they got rid of that. You so expecting that? Yeah, hosting was such a good idea. I don't know why they got it because it was this kind of a way where, like, if you really liked another streamer or something and you weren't online that day, but they were, it was just kind of like a shout out. Like, you'd be like, hey, watch this person instead.
Man, 96 on YouTube. What is your favorite cooler?
My favorite cooler, Noctua NHD15 or the Noctua NH-U12A. Very simple, man. Black cooler, black fans, works really well. That's what I'm a fan of. I would say function-wise, D15 is my favorite. Looks-wise, I really like the look of the U12A.
Yeah, the D15 takes the cake for me.
Yeah, that's my favorite cooler, hands down.
Sleep. Fans are amazing. The temps are amazing.
Oh yeah. Chromax black for both of those. You know, I do like the brown fans. Actually, I could totally live with the brown fans, but it's like the aluminum, the brown with the aluminum.
Yeah.
Now, if I had like the brown fans on a black heatsink, that would be cool.
Right.
But what up, party up? How are you doing? Do you have a favorite movie? Oh, that one is hard.
That's tough.
Favorite movie? That's really, yeah, that's too hard. I'm trying to think. Oh, no, I got it. Favorite movie, Happy Gilmore. Love it. But like there's a lot of movies I love, man. Like I could maybe do a top 10 list for my favorite movies, but that one overall, I would say gotta be Happy Gilmore though. Quickly followed by Return of the King Extended. Should you watch it? Dude, everyone should watch Happy Gilmore. That's like kind of, I feel like that's like a human rite of passage.
Yeah.
Like human rite of passage, if it's between like 93 to 2006 and Happy Madison made it, you have to watch it. Like that decade of Happy Madison are just some of the best movies of all time. Sir, yes, sir. Yeah. Breakfast Club is great. And it, dude, I think the best decade of movies, we'll say 80s and 90s, I think were the best decades for movies. 80s and 90s, like those are the classics. Everything that came out there was pretty damn good. And that's when like comedy movies, they were just funny, dude. They were dumb funny, or they were like witty word funny. Like comedy was at its peak. 70s also for comedy, but like dude, 80s and 90s was the best era for movies, I think. We actually lived not too far away from the house in Ferris Bueller and the library from Breakfast Club. Both of those were shot in Illinois.
And Groundhog Day.
Mine is Short Circuit. Groundhog Day is great. Yeah, Woodstock.
Mm-hmm.
No disassemble. What? Do you have a favorite show? Scrubs. Well, if it comes to like not anime or like sitcoms, I put in a totally different category than regular TV shows. Because like if I'm sitting there watching like a Office or that's totally different than wanting to sit down and watch like Breaking Bad and all that. But like sitcoms, Scrubs. Scrubs, I think, has the best one-liners and best insults of any show. I have seen Scrubs all the way through, except season 9. We don't talk about season 9. Never happened. Season 8's the ending. Scrubs is just fucking funny, dude. I think it's the most, like, there are those shows out there where like physical comedy is funny and I love slapstick, but word funny is like what hits me. If something's super quotable, that's what I really like, and Scrubs is like one of the most quotable shows. Season 8 is filler. No. So Scrubs ended at season 8. Like the ending of season 8 is the finale of Scrubs. Scrubs tried making a spin-off show called like Scrubs Med School, and it was so bad that they canceled it and they just turned that into Scrubs season 9. But if people who are fans of Scrubs, just pretend it didn't happen. So you just watch the show, finish season 8, then once season 8's done, call it a day, and don't even start season 9 because it'll just spoil it for you. And season 8 is actually like an ending too. Like season 8 really is a finale. So it's not just, it doesn't cut off the story in any way. All right, guys, throwing on this back panel, we're going to post it. I like when they would also, Escape from Dannemora was filmed near me. Real life Prison Break. Hell yeah. I haven't seen that in so long. Favorite movies though, man, that's tough. I'm still thinking about that. I love Warrior.
Yeah, it's
not
hard, man.
Warriors.
Like-
The Warriors is great, but Warrior with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton. Love that one. If no one's seen Warrior, if you guys are a fan of fight movies like Rocky, Cinderella Man, all that, Warrior with Tom Hardy might be the best fighting movie of all time.
Right.
Boondock Saints, love it. That's a classic. I'm trying to think what else, dude. There's a lot of movies. I'm trying to think of what I would put on my top list. I mean, Breakfast
They
Club's
just
up there.
redeemed
Ferris
for a
Bueller's up
hydrate,
there.
Nick.
War Games is up there. Hydrate. Lord of the Rings trilogy's on its own thing, though.
Yeah.
Extended. That's all we talk about here. All right, guys. So, if you guys want in chat, again, we don't have Brad here to vote on this. So if you guys are in chat and want to just shout out yes or no, whether you think it's going to post or not, we will turn this on and check it out. My Auxilia cloned it? No, it's a little different from your Auxilia. So we are going with a 7600 and a Ryzen 5 7600X for the CPU. This actually isn't an Auxilia CO6. We launched an AMD configurator, and they built it. So they just happened to choose the same case we used for the Auxilia. Yes, all right, we're getting a lot of yeses in here.
I believe they're. Oh wait, never mind. Yes, Doom Duck, you should enter the PC giveaway. Everyone should. That's in chat. Highly recommend.
Yes, plus hydrate. Dude, I already hydrated. You came in here, you opened with that. All right. All right, we're getting a lot of yeses. Yeah, I think it will post.
You want me to turn the side cam on?
No. We'll just do front cam. Set it up right here. Everyone ready? All right, lights are on. Here we go. Perfect. I do like the Auxilias. Honestly,
Just redeemed another hydrate.
what no. Jesus, dude. This guy just has fun coming in here watching a grown man drink water. But, I'm all for it.
Yeah, you guys in your little bottles.
Eventually we'll have to rig just because we'll let them stack up all those hydrates and we'll rig like the hairspray. Like,
Why don't we get like a
bucket.
giant, those giant water tubes that hamsters have?
Oh no, I was gonna
We'll just
have
put
the
one on the
bucket.
wall behind you.
No. Have you ever seen hairspray when
Yeah.
he lays in the chair, pulls the bucket? We'll just do that for him. That's enough hydration. That doesn't sound. No. Brad is actually out today, so that's why we weren't able to do the real vote. We have Jesse here with us. Jesse's my man in the chair today?
Yeah, I'm one of the techs in the back that kind of knows the stream stuff. Brad knows a lot more, but I know enough to get the stream going.
Justin. yeah, you can call him Justin.
Yeah, you can call me Justin. No. No, I'm Jesse.
All right, guys. But yeah, PC's posted, so that is a good sign.
Not worthy of the chair. Oh man, I'm hurt.
Dude, Brad's a. Oh no, that's a hard ass to follow in the same chair.
Yeah, dude.
Brad's earned that chair.
Hey man, I built his desk. I got one part here. Yeah, shots fired? Yes, most definitely.
All right, guys. Whoa, I almost do this. All right, guys. Build posted. I'm gonna get this set up for our boy Kev to program it. It'll be shipped out, program shipped out, ready to go tomorrow. Thank you so much going for the stream. Sorry we weren't able to do it till 5 today. It's just, again, Brad's not here. This is the one stream build that we had lined up, and we're just kind of getting some other stuff ready for summer coming up around the
They
corner.
redeemed another
Okay, I'll give you that
hydrate.
last hydrate.
I think they want to see me hydrate, though. He's called me out.
But you have to call the stream a little bit early today, guys. Like we said, no Brad, all that. So we almost didn't even stream today. But we did want to get on here and do something. So yeah, good little custom configurator. So yeah, those are live too. If anyone's looking at upgrading or building a system, we do have an AMD and Intel configurator. This person just chose an AMD GPU, but the AMD configurator does have like NVIDIA cards. It's just basically what CPU you want to configure with. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining the stream, and we'll see you next time. We'll be back Wednesday. Peace out.